having an interview with Rachel Greathead. Good to have such a legend in Bill Kazmaier here overseeing this. The man who had the first ever log press world record. And well, we might try and get him into the commentary booth. I say a huge thank you to Nicola Buchan.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. And giving her a rest. And we bring in the expertise once again of Mr. Egil Beryl Jonsson of Norway.
Expertise is pushing it, at least interest.
More expertise than I got anyway.
Well.
Oops, should do up my shirt. Here we go.
Nice cleavage, nice cleavage.
Hey, what can I say?
So we're heading for the 82s?
Yeah, we are. Yes, indeed, sir. So under 82 kilogram. We've got some interesting names here already. We have Sandra Bradley, who's been up at the top of Strongman for a long, long time. And in total, we have some 10 athletes, Egil. Who do you see doing well here in the under 82 women's?
Well, in the middle of the pack, you see Donna Moore already. And yeah, Bradley's on alone.
Donna Moore, of course.
Big contender for this category, but you never know.
Absolutely. Multiple winner of World's Strongest Woman at different weight categories as Sandra Bradley comes out. And joining her is Jade Hoare. Bradley of Germany, Hoare of Ireland. And
nice clean. Oh, easy.
I saw her sneaking out earlier. They weren't meant to touch the logs in the centre. I saw her just sneaking out and no one was looking. Had a little clean and press with it. I knew she was going to do well with this. She looked really slick. Obviously,
nice
years in strong woman, but with a nice Olympic lifting background to come into it. You can see that little jerk working very well indeed.
Slight push jerk, just easing her knees forward again and getting under it.
Yes, it's more than just a simple push press. That is a just really nice technique from Bradley. Jade Hoare finding it just a little too difficult. Of course, the weight we're on here, Egil,
90 kilos, I think.
Is now 90 kilograms, 90 kilograms, 8 kilograms above what would be the maximum for their body weight. Some of them, of course, well below 82 kilos. So
when did you press a 90 kilo log the last time, Colin?
Back in the day, man. Back in the day.
Black and white TV, actually.
Black and white TV. How dare you?
Oh, 5 reps.
5 repetitions for Sandra Bradley, and that it gives us a really nice benchmark for all the others to chase. Right off the bat, and Jade Hoare struggling a little bit there, but a wry smile across her face. Obviously happy just to have given it a go. It's quite scary opposition, this log, isn't it?
And also, being the first event, a scary big log, and it's just good for them to get the competition going, and it'll be a lot better after this. Emma Grunnell from England, and Aneta Braskova, also from England.
Yes, Aneta Braskova on the right-hand side, Emma Grunnell of England on the left. Big smiles. And let's see how these two get on. Braskova, 31 years old. She's the current England's strongest woman. 11th in the world last year. And she just loves log pressing. So let's see how she gets on with this 90-kilo log.
Both of them looking like there might be some.
Well, just double checking there. Dave Warner not happy with something, the referee, and that it looks to me like maybe some sweat on the floor, which is absolutely correct of Dave to stop the proceedings. Oh, look at that! What a pro! Look at the little air gun. I think he just wants to show off that little air gun that he's got. He thinks he's well cool with that, doesn't he?
Us men love our power tools, don't we? Yeah.
That's it, yes. Oh, power tooling it to death. This is really... He's got the full arm flex on as well to look, looking good, Dave. Thank you for that, Dave. Keeping people's safety at the forefront. So, Emma Grunnell on the left for England, Aneta Braskova also of England on the right-hand side. She loves a bit of log pressing. Again, she get this first one up. She does.
Kick jerking it. The difference between her and Sandra is Aneta actually pushes her feet out to the side when she push presses it, making it a good kick jerk. Look at her feet.
Oh,
yes.
Very nice. Very nice. Yes, it depends what your strengths, of course, what your quite how much Olympic lifting background you have to shove your feet out to the side isn't really. It's not out the Olympic textbook, that's for sure. But it works very well if you've just got raw power in the hips.
Sometimes it's what the athlete need to be able to get under. If it's a split technique or a kick jerk like this, if it helps them move their feet fast and get under it, it's
absolutely it works. What works.
And when you tire, it is impossible. You have to be on top of your game.
Can I see the reps at the end there? Can I see the rep full frontal at the end of every contest, so I know what the reps are?
Number 1, no stranger to this sitting before. It's Donna Moore. In lane number 2.
So off they go. Our second pairing, that was Emma Grunwald against Aneta Broskova.
Look at this, look at this, look at this.
And here we have Donna Moore, cuts a mean figure out there. She's in just magnificent shape at the moment, Donna. And she is up against Hope Christie. So Donna, very seasoned, multiple World's Strongest Woman winner. And Hope Christie, though, came third at the UKs this year and certainly is very up and coming. And let's see how she hangs with Donna Moore, who goes straight up with 1 rep. Not quite Rhiannon Lovelace superpower snatch, but instead it's a very simple clean and jerk, and 2 reps for Donna Moore. Interesting to see. Why is she wearing the sunglasses, Egil?
Well, that's a pro move, and that's your sign that she's a pro. We got big lights on this arena, glaring down at the athletes. So putting her sunglasses on is because she won't get like the strobe lights in her face. So
that's get dazzled by the lights. That makes good sense.
She also trains with those to be ready for.
Hey, and she looks good in them, right? Why not wear them? So anyway, 5 reps for Bradley is looking like maybe an unassailable lead here. Donna Moore thought she might be worth more there, but this is 90 kilograms. It's a big, big weight. But we are going to be going heavier. I mean, it's going to be 100 kilos for the open women, which is just colossal for repetitions, right?
And to put a historic perspective on the next category, the open women, while we're waiting for the athletes, way back when I put on Europe's Strongest Woman in 2007, Aneta Flodczyk did 1 rep on 90 kilos. And now the open category is doing reps on 100.
That really, Aneta Flodczyk, yes, that's a name from the past. It was tremendous power, and if that fact is true, and I've never doubted you, Egil, and anything you say.
She had the world record at 104 kilo back in those days.
There you go, wow. And we'll be on, not yet on 100 kilos, though, we're still on the 90 kilo log, and it's for our under 82s, Rebecca Wogan of England on the left, and Gemma Ferguson of England on the right.
Good clean. Oh. She can make this if she gives it a really, really hard push and dives under. And what the weightlifters do, they like jump it up, dive under, and hope for the best.
Bravery is certainly something that helps in this scenario. And Gemma Ferguson. The clean wasn't a problem in the first effort. Now, she's rushing it a little bit there, I thought. She could have just taken a moment just to pause. I think there's a lot of weight on it's awkward on the chest, and they're just perhaps not used to this smaller metal logs they're used to probably.
But also as I'm hearing backstage, and I said it earlier, this log gets a lot of praise from the athletes. It is a natural, good log to clean, and they are not complaining. So when athletes are not complaining about equipment, it's good equipment.
Definitely good equipment, but it's just the sheer size of it. It doesn't look like they're. Well, certainly Gemma there just rushed it a little bit. I think Gemma could have had a much better hit of that. But anyway, it's 0-all there for our 2 athletes. And we have 2 more to come. That's our penultimate pair walking off. Both Morgan and Ferguson getting 0 repetitions. But we've seen already with the likes of Sandra Bradley coming out and doing 5 reps right off the bat. Donna Moore doing 3. This is more than capable. And we're parachuting you in with 1 pair to go here, Nicola.
Yes.
We have 1 more pair to go. Jess Tate and Alexandra Alexa. As England versus England again. It's an all-English clash once more. We've seen so far Sandra Bradley on 5 reps.
I'm really
sorry,
please. Colin. Sorry.
Please.
I'm excited to see Alexandra. She's progressed very, very well on her log recently, so I'm really looking forward to seeing if we can get a few reps out of her today.
90 kilograms.
Well, up to the chest again, no problem. It seems to be the problem is it's just that final push off the chest more than anything. I haven't even seen that many struggling at the top of the lockout.
No.
The weights are right. When it's up there, they're locking it out. I'm certain it's the diameter of this log. This is the kind of thing you love, you relish as a strong man or strong woman, is a challenge like this, because it is not the normal logs they'll be training on, no doubt. Jess Tate smiles. I think she's done. Alexandra Alexa still on 0 reps. Is she going to give this another hit?
She's not going to stop until that whistle blows. If I know her well enough. Oh! She gets it, Colin. I knew she would. I knew she'd get one.
Wow. I did not expect that. You were right. That's extraordinary. Now suddenly Jess Tate's back in there. If she can do it, I can too. No. Sadly, time is up. And Alexandra Alexa should deserve a bonus point for pulling that one off with just 10 seconds to go. That was really impressive. And that actually ends our category in the under 82s, pressing or clean and pressing a 90 kilogram log. Very impressive indeed. And well, we know who's won this one. That was our first competitor out, Sandra Bradley of Germany. 5 repetitions, and then Aneta Brzavskova managed 3 reps, equal with Donna Moore, world's strongest woman winner, and then Alexandra Alexa. That was a vital repetition for her, wasn't it, Nicola?
Yes, it definitely was, and it flew so quickly. It moved so well when she got that rep. So I think it is just the diameter of this log is putting some of them off. But once I get in the feel for it, because it was so easy once she got that.
So many people down on 0 reps. Hora, Grunwald, Christie, Wogan, Ferguson, Tate. That's well, we got 6 down on 0 repetitions.
Yeah.
Do you think we should have been a slightly lighter log, or do you think that was spot on?
No, I think it was, because it's doable, you know. Sunny Sandra got her 5 reps, so I think it was appropriate for the weight category, and it's the Europeans, you know.
It's the European Championships. Very well said. And there she is, Nicola Buchan alongside me. Hey!
Hey!
From Peterhead.
From Peterhead.
Peterhead, right up north in Scotland. And we're going to have a little word here from Bill Kazmaier and the winner, Sandra
Not a wooden
Bradley.
log, so this is something
catch
completely
that.
different, but I'm really happy with it.
So tell me, do you train with a heavier weight? You like max log, or you like reps?
I like 4 reps because I'm actually not a great log presser, and my log has come a really long way. This has been 10 years in the making. My first log 1RM was 50 kilos. So for everyone that doesn't have a great log, just keep working on it.
Nice advice. Sandra, please tell us, of the 6 events, which one's your favorite? What should we look forward to you just smashing it?
My next favorite event is deadlift. I like to pick up things off the floor and stones, but we don't have stones. So deadlift is what I'm looking forward next.
Oh, great. Awesome performance. Big 5 reps. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Sandra Bradley, ladies and gentlemen. Truly an incredible athlete. Just so fun to watch.
Ireland versus England. What time will we see straight off the bat? Well, these ladies managed to usurp Chloe.
Doesn't look like it by the start.
Which speaks volumes. You can tell within the first half a second. Such was the performance of Chloe.
Mm-hmm.
This is now about.
They're doing good work and hips forward. Yes.
Just staying under that weight. 260. So hard. A brilliant battle. Neither woman wanting to give much quarter to this one. 30 seconds left. It's looking like Emma will cross the finish line if she can muster the final bit of effort required to complete the final quarter of this 20-meter run.
She got 15 seconds to do it in. And she will, oh yeah. Depends on how many times she drops it. So.
10 seconds left. How close can she get? Blimey.
And we have to repeat again, people, the clock you see on the screen is unofficial. The judges will start the athletes, and then we will try and catch up and start the timer on the screen.
Absolutely right. The whole aim of this game is to bring a live broadcast to all the Strongman fans around the world, especially in Europe. And if you look at how this thing's been broadcast over the years, the progression is incredible. And so we really appreciate whether you're supporting a family member, a friend. This is by no means the finished article. This is by no means a live television broadcast, but this is a project of passion, and we are getting better and evolving every single year. If you've got any suggestions, please get in touch and do so via the hashtag official strongman. And if you also include the name Nev in it, Nev loves more than anything else to hear your complaints. That's
of course,
his personal pastime.
But going back to the technology, when I started Strongman, we did actually comment by fax. And we sent the results out on stone tablet. So this is a really big step upward. So this is good. We had Ireland versus England in the last heat, and now we're doing Scotland versus England. How do you see it? How do you see that one going?
Well, I see the Scottish competitor has more hope than anyone. We've got a hashtag there which says, "Don't ask Nev."
So do
Please.
ask Nev. Do ask Nev about
Please.
anything strongman related.
That is golden.
Mm-hmm.
If there was any doubt about whether we're live, that just confirms it to you.
But back to the next heat that's coming up. Scotland versus England. Hope versus Rebecca.
Yes, indeed. Hope
Do you
versus
know
Rebecca.
any of the athletes?
No, actually, so the thing I love about this is there are many, many new athletes to me. Hope's 32 years of age. And again, midway possibly between being fairly young. And she competed in 2022 back in Daytona and
At
came
OSG, yeah.
21st. That'll be very interesting to find out how she fares here.
All right, let's bring on our next two athletes now. In lane number 1, it's Scotland.
Now, she enjoys farmers because of her grip.
Well, that won't help her in the yoke race.
There we go. There we go.
But if she's able to move big weights with her feet and hips, she might be good at this as well. And as you say, a lot of newcomers have qualified for these European Championships, and a lot of people haven't qualified.
And crucially, after that first pair, what we now know is it won't necessarily mean getting points requires you to cross the finish line. So a big effort
Good point.
about perhaps targeting a distance could be enough. Hope versus Rebecca. Who will get the best start?
Oh, better start for both of them.
20 meters of course.
Now, as we've said before,
260 kilo yokes on both of the women.
now look at this here. Rebecca staying very strong, dropping for the first time. She resets and is going again. This is a battle of attrition.
I like the way Rebecca is holding, making a shelf on the back of her neck with her elbows. But will her feet be able to carry her? But she's still in the lead.
This is getting close.
Oh, yeah.
This is getting close.
Come on, come on. Go, 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 go.
Can Hope come
Yes.
back? No, she can't. Rebecca across the line. Can Hope be the second person to cross the finish line?
Yes.
Yes, she can.
A lot of reps, a lot of liftoffs. They both made it.
Now, crucially, no pun intended, that should give a lot of hope to the rest of these athletes here, because what that wasn't was necessarily a perfectly efficient run, meaning there is a chance for lots of these women to encroach on that performance. And just seeing here the effect of carrying 260 kilos, behind us here, what we have is Rebecca and Hope swimming in lactic and struggling to walk. The hilarious thing is they've now put quarter of a ton down, and just their body weight is a challenge.
So just above 40 seconds as far as I could find out. 41.42.
So that is the time to beat. And when you consider, when you get towards 40 seconds of an effort like that, we have a change in energy system akin to what you'd see in the track and field 400 meters, which is why we're seeing them at the end absolutely spent.
A lot of time under tension.
A lot of time.
Gemma Ferguson, England. Jess Tate, England.
Gem
Ferguson in lane 1.
versus Jess.
Good lift off.
One of the big effects of 260 now is we're seeing much slower starts than we saw with 220 consistently across the board. Jess Tate putting it down for the first time. How close can she get to that magical 40-second mark? A reminder from Eagle, this is a guide we've got as a clock, but it will count down.
Difference in how these women have set their yokes as well. There's a lot more air under Ferguson's yoke.
And so Gemma's gone for actually the wraparound rather than almost the push against. What would be your thoughts on that?
I like the push against, because then you can control the yoke slightly ahead of your center of gravity, like the one that Jess is doing, and even lower than Jess is holding. But that is personal preference. I think you control the yoke more if you put your hands on it with some pressure.
Oh, this is close again.
And it's time. So the last heat beat these two, actually.
Very, very good point. And also, significantly, both of these ladies should have beaten both the ladies in the first pair by virtue of getting the yoke further. So
yeah, good point.
2 women out of the 6 have crossed the finish line. 260 kilos, when you consider there is not a woman over 82 kilograms in body weight, is actually phenomenal.
It makes us look bad.
Oh, mate.
But as Kaz said, some years ago, he has been in competitions where the men did the same log as the women are doing now in the Open. So times have changed.
What a great point. Yeah, I mean, we've spoken about the progression of the broadcast of this. The progression of the performances it's just mythical.
It is impossible to keep up. And here's a point for you guys back home who are contemplating starting to compete in Strongman. Do not wait. Like, get your ass in your first competition immediately, because if you think that you need to be stronger to start, you're wrong, because if you don't start, it'll run away from you. You have to get started. You got 2 more heats to go, sir. And it's a lot of England and a little bit of Germany.
Correct. 3/4 England. Kicking off with Alexa. That's a brilliant name, by the way. So it's Alexandra versus Anita Brazakova. I saw her arrive in the venue, and she looks incredibly strong. And just to your point about starting competing, I think in a lot of sports, people perhaps over-prepare in that they think they need to be the finished article to begin competing, whereas actually learning to perform, learning to manage your body, that's a huge part of this.
And the step you make, the increases you make mentally and physically by forcing yourself into your first competition, those gains are big. A lot of people will PR all the events they do first comp.
Right.
So Brazakova is from Swindon. She is 31, and she's currently England's strongest woman.
Wow.
So she knows how to move some weight.
And we're going to see how she moves this weight here now.
Oh, she's having trouble lifting it, but...
And how will she respond? How will she come
gets
back?
going.
Look at this here. This is unbelievable.
Oh, yeah.
What a pickup. Slight drop there, but the speed she managed to find very quickly there was absolutely incredible. Getting a slide on the drop there. However, could this be tortoise? And the hair once again from Brazakova.
Well, I'm having a hard time finding out who's the tortoise and who's the hare.
That makes the two of us.
Yeah.
That was superb. What a
Question
brilliant
is,
battle.
will she get punished for those slides, or will she not get punished for them? Will they deduct a couple of seconds?
Now that's interesting. We are seeing smiles on her face, which suggests she's at least moderately happy with the performance. Now my hope would be Magnus Ver Magnusson, if he was on her lane, I think there's an increased chance she might get penalised.
Yeah, but also, I think these comps are run so professionally that the judges will have in their meeting decided whether or not to give penalty for sliding.
But it really is quite subjective and tough to be consistent in the sense that how do we define a slide that's a slide too far?
Yeah.
Is it more than one slide?
And also, this athlete had, once she picked it up, her speed was good.
Totally.
Which means that it will be more of a slide when you drop it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And actually, going back to the position that you start at, I would imagine that if you're slightly lower to the ground, when you drop it, there'll be more of a horizontal vector versus a drop from height.
And maybe the judges will only penalize a slide if it is across the finish line, not in midfield. Maybe. We don't know, guys, and those small details will show up on the scoreboard later.
Now, we did see the complaints can be sent into Don't Ask Nev.
Don't Ask Nev is the hashtag for the complaints.
If there is any wire across the lanes, then we like to call that an electric slide. There it is there. There it is there.
Look at the arena. Look at the arena.
Here we go.
Sandra Bradley and Donna Moore.
Donna Moore.
This is going to be
It doesn't get much more legendary than Donna Moore.
Three times world's strongest woman.
Yes. Here we go.
And Sandra Bradley, 1 time world's strongest woman, if my memory serves me correct. Let's see. Let's go.
Now look at this.
And
Fast from Sandra. But there's not much between them. Donna's experience shining. Look how solid she is. Look at the core here. Can Donna encroach on the lead from Sandra? Will any of them drop? Will any of them drop?
It's Germany. It's Germany.
Oh my goodness. My goodness. And Donna has a slight look of conciliation. Wow.
And both of them, I think, beat the time to beat. So we're looking at number 1 and 2 in the yoke race. Slow and steady.
That was almost like they're walking.
Yeah, it is.
Everything they do is close. That was superb.
Really, really, really great.
Let's bring you in. So we have less than 0.4 of a second separating all of these performances here. Donna Moore, 21.72, but Sandra Bradley, 21.35.
That is
superb. Precisely 0.4 of a second. And to the naked eye, it was neck and neck.
And it's impossible to see how this goes when the athletes are so close. And these 2 ladies have been competing either side by side in each category or in the same category for years. So they know each other very well. But this was a proof, like, experience counts.
And it will be very interesting, Eagle, to be sat here in 48 hours' time to look back at that performance and say, maybe the winner and the person who comes second could have come down to those 0.4 of a second in terms of points, because every point counts here. It's not just about this. Let's hand back to Kaz.
Competition. So without her, I probably wouldn't excel, because going against her, we've been friends for almost 10 years now. So it's just amazing competing against her, and that really pushes me.
Well, Sandra, you know that she was world's strongest woman and a European champion, but she's dropped down a weight class. What do you think? Are you proud of her for doing that? She's looks so much leaner and more muscular and super fit.
I'm really proud of her. She's done an amazing job, and she's putting in so much work, and she's an amazing athlete, and I'm really, really happy to have her in the 82 and to be able, after all those years, to go against her and with her.
Well, Sandra Bradley, you're a fantastic sportsman and great athlete. Congratulations on your performance today.
Thank you so much.
Round of applause for Sandra Bradley. Nice performance.
Okay, time to bump the weight up yet again. We go to 280 kilograms and we move into
Sandra Bradley, a superb battle, Nicola, against Donna Moore. That lived up to billing.
That was amazing. That was so close as well. Amazing athletes. That is the scores.
To round things up, look at the gap between first and third. Just over 2 seconds separating them.
Incredible.
And then we get to those athletes for whom it was all about distance. But the top 3, a wonderful performance. Brazakova, Moore, Bradley. The
Beautiful.
top 3.
That we saw in the last category, only twice as much pain.
Do you know what my prediction is? Pain.
Pain.
I can
Yeah.
pain. At least you're old enough to remember that movie.
So we got England and Ireland. And it's all England, England, Scotland, England.
Gemma Ferguson of England up against Jade Hoare of Ireland. And Jade closest to camera. Manhandling the 100-kilo sack. And it is Ferguson who's up and away first, charging towards our steeplechase hurdle. Be fun to see him hurdle it.
Well, they seem to be really good at tossing those sacks, getting them as far away from the hurdle as possible.
Yeah, that's a good point. Actually, I hadn't thought of that. The tactic of really launching it over to clear the height, yes.
You get room in the back so that you don't stand up against the hurdle.
Yeah, that second one wasn't cleared so well, was it? Makes it a bit more
It's
tricky.
hard to throw a 100-kilo sandbag. Good high placement on that one.
A huge advantage if you can get your arms all the way around and get a couple of fingers locked, wouldn't it?
But it's hard when you have boobs and short arms.
Yes, that's very true, Lord Greybeard.
I have to be allowed to say that. It is.
No, it's true. It's physiologically true. And, yes, I'm sure
Ferguson looking to complete this course.
many would agree.
And the sandbag leaning on your lungs and airways. You're getting slightly dizzy and running out of oxygen. But
Jade Hoare is walked off. It's just Gemma Ferguson with a few
and
seconds
it's a full
left.
set.
She has done it. And great effort there.
I think that's going to be the breaking point now when the sacks are so heavy. If you can load them, you'll be in the points.
I think you're spot on with that. 100% actually.
So as I was starting, this category is all United Kingdom up until the leader, Sandra Bradley. It's all Ireland and England and Scotland. 74.23.
74.23 is the time we've been told, and that's our number one there. 74.23. Let's mark that in with Gemma Ferguson. There we are. So we can keep an eye on it. Next up will be Emma Grunnell against Jess Tate. It's an all-English clash. There she is, Jess Tate and Emma Grunnell.
Remember their smiling faces now before the event, because after the event they won't be smiling as much.
They'll be in a world of pain.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Come on.
So Emma Grunnell gets it up off the floor first.
Messes that one up.
You really want to keep it tight against your chest, don't you? Oh, fingers locked there for Emma Grunnell. That's got to be an advantage. Very long wingspan, if you like. Tate not quite enjoying the same ability to get her arms all the way around this 100-kilo sandbag. It's a horrible dead weight, a sandbag as well. You really can't underestimate what it's like. It's not just like lifting a human is far easier in many ways than
more to grab onto, but you can visualize and be as motivated as you want and have everything planned out. But when you meet the sandbag, a lot of times the plan just goes out the windows because it's not complying.
In many ways, the tauter the sandbag, the easier it is. These are fairly taut, they're fairly full, but if they were absolutely jammed, it can become a little bit like a stone and make it easier, as we see Emma Grunnell there. Jess Tate. It looks like she's going to head off. She's finished there, sore wrist. Grunnell also. Time is up, and the best was 3 sacks by Emma Grunnell.
I went backstage earlier, Colin, and checked out the sandbags, and they are, as you say, is the word taut?
Taut is reasonably firm.
It's nice sand. Its sand is dry. It's not clumpy or lumpy or cemented in any way. So the sandbags are good. I wish I had mine packed as good as this. So
yes, the less well packed it is, the more difficult. To a certain degree, anyway.
Also,
sometimes you can form yourself a little hand placement.
If you're making sandbags at home, if you're listening and making sandbags or want to make sandbags, make sure that the sand is dry when you fill your sandbags.
There could be thousands of listeners and viewers right now at home making sandbags.
Don't do the mistake to go to the place you buy dirt and sand and then just buy it off the ground, because it will be moist and the humidity will be wrong and it'll set and make lumps and everything. Dry sand.
There we go. Thank you, Lord Graby. A little tip of the day. We'll come back for more.
Mirafit will agree with me.
Rebecca Morgan of England, and there is Hope Christie of Scotland. So a little battle between north of the border and south, and Rebecca Morgan straight in on that first sack.
I like the way she picks it. And again, we see the difference in technique choice.
The crossbody against the bear hug. I must admit, I prefer the bear hug technique if it was me, but I guess if you're maybe not as tall, to get it higher, you could...
if you're able to get it past your knees like Rebecca is doing right here, that works really well.
It's so easy for it to slip down, though, in that respect. Then again, if you can't actually lock your arms, the bear hug technique is difficult.
But the benefit with the one Hope is using is that if you have a SPD belt on like she has, you can actually rest the sandbag on the belt like she's doing right there.
Yeah, that's true.
So it works.
Well, if it gets on the platform, it works.
Nice.
That was really smooth there.
Come
Rebecca
on, Morgan.
Taking her time on the way back. She still has 22 seconds to get this last one up, and Hope Christie... Well, she's
the more you wait, the more lactic acid comes surging in.
No, she says no. It's yeah. I mean, at about 40 seconds, that's really when you're at your absolute worst, if it's a full-out, 100% effort
You'll
event,
hit that wall and it comes smacking right in your face.
I mean, the hardest event in athletics is almost certainly the 400 meters, where you can just about sprint flat out.
Almost.
And you get hit by a sniper in your hamstrings at about 350 meters, if you're fit. If you're fit. But it's that sort of 30 to 40 second mark where really the ATP, ADP system starts to fail you badly. And
And also a thing to remember, guys, listening at home, if you're not competed in strongman or strongwoman, these athletes...
Or if you're not making sandbags. Sorry.
These athletes are not less tired than you are when you are all done. Their 100% brick wall is the same, it feels the same as your 100% brick wall. You can be as conditioned and well-trained as these guys, and still when that brick wall comes, it'll feel exactly the same.
You know, everybody's lactic acid threshold or ability to take the pain of it is
but
different.
The feeling of reaching that wall, it's the same.
Mine was always pretty poor, to be honest. As Aneta Brashkova of England on the far lane, up against Alexandra Alexa, also of England, closest to us here.
Seems to be pacing a little bit more, watching the other girls having a hard time and not stressing.
Very tight race. Brashkova pops it over. That's number 2 for her. And Alexa, no problem either. Just over 30 seconds gone. 40 seconds to go.
Pacing herself, knowing the value of one load. The value of one load here is really good.
Well said, yes. One load is vital, really, to be up in the points. And no
22 seconds left. It's going to be rough.
I think Brashkova could yet get a second one, or all 4. Alexa, this is vital
and we
here.
see it again. Sometimes a reset, if you're doubting your ability to load it, you should have reset.
Alexa, one last heave. No, time is up. So she leaves it there.
Good job.
Exactly as you said, Greybeard, getting that third was vital.
Okay, get ready, Colin Bryce. We're up for a blast. We're getting the first.
Big D, Donna Moore, up against Zandra Bradley.
Sunny. And Ferguson is still the leader with 74.23, all 4.
From the first pair, Gemma Ferguson of England, 74.23 seconds. That is just a smidgen off of times up. Managed to produce all 4. And the only one so far who has done that. So we're looking at Sandra Bradley of Germany, who is in supreme form at the moment. She's the leader of the under 82 category overnight, up against multiple times world's strongest woman.
The legend Donna Moore.
England's Donna Moore, who has the most phenomenal back development. That's for sure. You just can't imagine her not hoisting up these sacks and running with them well.
Both going for the...
Bradley, once again, she's done her homework. She's in tremendous shape and in the lead here in the sack.
Donna pushing the 100-kilo bag further than Sunny did.
Very clever.
But again, Sunny races ahead. Nice.
Yes, indeed. She's got at least a couple of feet there, did Donna. And
a nice pick again.
Picks it up and has to turn. She didn't leave herself any room, but strength overcame that problem. Number 3's up. We certainly have a new leader in the event.
Well, they have to load both the bags, so let's see. 37 seconds has passed.
This is it, to beat 74 seconds. No problem at all. So Sandra Bradley has won this event, and Donna Moore is also on course to go ahead of Ferguson and will grab second. Yes, so it is... it's Bradley who takes the win here. Donna Moore second, and I think both pretty pleased to have that over, actually. And they'll take the top 2 spots.
All of them are pleased for this to be over.
So Bradley, her lead will be extended into the next event, which will be the deadlift ladder. And right now it's Bradley on 20 points. Moore was on 17.5, so it'll now be a 3.5 point lead difference. getting announced out there. Sandra Bradley, Donna Moore, great sportswoman she is. So as if she won, giving her a massive hug there. And hopefully we're going to have a very quick word here with Sandra Bradley, who speaks better English than both of us, Lord Greybeard.
Yeah, she's a little bit out of breath, but that's okay. Let's take a deep breath. Exhale. Well done. Congratulations on that. Super speedy. How do you feel? Obviously, apart from being tired.
Amazing. I knew that Donna was going to be hard to beat, so I just gave it my all again, and it was a fun race and really, really tiring.
You are amazing. How do you feel after that event, now going into the deadlift, which you're very good at, but how do you feel after doing that exhausting event?
Well, I think everybody already feels the first day, but I do feel pretty good. I'm very surprised Yoke didn't trash me as much as I thought it would, so I think I'm good to go.
Well done. Another round of applause for Sunny. Let's go. Well done. Go get ready for the deadlift. Thank you.
So, Sandra Bradley there, 46 seconds, winning the sandbag steeplechase in style, it has to be said. Before that last pair, there was only one woman who had achieved all four, and in a time of 74 seconds as well. So on the under 82 women, we have Sandra Bradley of Germany, who is ahead of one of the biggest names in strongwoman.
Yes, Donna Moore, and by quite a few points actually. But I think, you know, Sandra is a very good deadlifter, but Donna Moore is a fantastic athlete. So we're going to have a good battle on this one, I think.
Yeah, many more good names in there, all in the mix. Of course, Rajkova as well isn't far behind.
Yeah.
So that's it for the under 82.
Okay, so we have got Jade, who has got a 210 kilo deadlift. So can she get a PB today? That is a heavy deadlift, the 230.
I mean, to get up to 210 in a ladder is going to be, if her max is 210, would be a great achievement. So
I agree.
It'd be fantastic to see.
Wow, Jade flew through that first one, and Jess moving both onto the second bar, 190 kilos. Jess moved really smoothly there. A little bit slower for Jade on that second bar, 210. And after all those sandbags as well, Terry, they're going to be fatigued.
Oh, for sure. I mean, that definitely that last event would have knocked a lot of energy out of their hamstrings, their glutes, all through their posterior chain. So to come out and pull big deadlifts after doing that is certainly going to be tough.
She's going to go again. Jess Tate is trying again on that 210. Are we going to see this 210 from these ladies? Come on. Jade, I think if she could have kept pulling there, I think she could have kept pulling there, to be honest.
I mean,
but we don't know how they feel at that moment, you know?
I think it's sort of, with 210 kilos, you know, I think we sort of, as strong men and strong women, get sort of a bit of a dimmed view of like what is actually strong. When you think you go into a regular gym, how many people do you see deadlifting over 200 kilos? Not that many.
And it's very true. I think we can be quite hard on ourselves sometimes. But yeah, if we were to go to a standard gym, we would be the strongest in there, you know?
Exactly.
So we have our next two athletes up there. We have Hope Christie from Scotland and Alexandra Alexa from England. Two very good deadlifters. So I'm hoping to see some good numbers here from these ladies. Scotland versus England. Time to beat is 13.66 at 2 bars. Alexandra Alexa, one of my good friends actually, has been working really hard for this. So I'm looking forward to seeing her. And Hope Christie all the way from Edinburgh, Scotland. Wait for that whistle, and they're off. Making their way to that first bar. 170 kilos. Easy lift from both athletes, that was great. Alexandra gets the down signal for the 190 kilo bar. Hope Christie getting strapped in.
Come on, Hope.
Come on, Hope. That's it.
Come on, let's finish it off.
Get it pulled. Come on, Hope. Come on. She's got this. Fight it.
Good effort. That was a great effort.
Beautiful. That was a fight, but that was good. I like to see that.
I always think that's the thing. It's not always necessarily the weights that are being lifted. It's when you see those moments. That's what makes strong man and strong woman so entertaining. The effort that goes into it.
Come on, Alexandra. Come on. She can do this. She's done this weight before. Come on. Come on. Fight it. Yes!
Nice one.
Oh, what a woman.
Good points getting 210 there. That could be really good points.
Beautiful. First lady to 3 bars is Alexandra Alexa. Amazing.
Yeah, fantastic effort there. I mean, I think that's the thing. We're getting into the realms where, you know, they're doing a 210 deadlift on its own for an under 82 kilo woman is impressive.
It's
but
amazing.
The fact that they've already done 3 events, they've done an event just before it that's very taxing on their posterior chain, all the same muscles they'd be using for this, and also they've had to do 2 big lifts before that, so it's even more impressive.
Absolutely amazing. 53.72 for Alexandra Alexa in the 3 bars. So she is taking the lead right now in this event. We are moving on to our next pair, and we have Emma Grunhill and Aneta. Do you want to pronounce that last name?
No.
Brazakova. Brazakova. We'll just say Aneta. I love Aneta. She is ex-CrossFitter. Used to be in the open weight category, now in the under 82s. Amazing.
I think, yeah, I saw her compete last year. I think it was down in Southampton, and she was very impressive there. I think she just missed weight for the under 82s, if I remember rightly, and ended up doing the open, but she was super impressive.
She's the current England's strongest woman under 82s. A little slip there from Aneta, but she's got that first lift. Emma also got the first lift. Moving on to that second bar, 190 kilos. Good lift.
Both looking strong.
Both looking very strong. Now just going to the straps. Would you say this is a sensible move, Terry, going on to these straps?
I mean, I think so. It just saves you time.
Oh, no touch too soon. And she saved that well.
Wow. Great effort there.
That was a little pause deadlift there, 210.
Emma's got this too.
Come on, Emma.
Fantastic effort from both of them there. Yeah, I mean, I would always try and get through as many as I could without using the straps, just because it saves you so much time.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you know, I think it's one of those ones you've got to assess it on the way through. If you feel like, you know, you could miss a rep, it's not even worth taking the risk, you know, if your grip's going to go.
Great. Both ladies are leaving it on that last bar, but both made it to the 210. That was amazing. That was great to see. Did they beat Aneta? 32.35 for Aneta for 3 bars, taking the lead away from Alexandra. Well done, Aneta. Insane. So, our next pair, Rebecca Morgan and Gemma Ferguson, both from England, both good athletes.
It's going to be interesting to see if anyone does all 4 bars. It'd be interesting. I mean, I think there's quite a few of them are probably capable of 230, but obviously, like we said, with the previous events and doing the lifts prior to that, it definitely makes it a hell of a lot tougher. I remember when we did this at Europe's Strongest Man, I think the last one was 400 kilos. Most of the guys go way beyond 400 kilos, and they couldn't get that last one. I don't think people appreciate how much harder it is when you're doing those progressive lifts prior to it.
Here we go, first bar, 170 kilos. Oh, wow, beautiful lift from both athletes there.
Knows Rebecca's got no straps on her arms either, so I don't know if she's going to go all the way through without the straps.
I think it's always a safe bet just to have them there ready, even if they're just sitting at the last bar or hanging about, but it is very brave going completely raw with no backup. Gemma Ferguson strapped in. That is a speedy 210 off the floor. Oh, Rebecca struggling there. If she can get it above the knees, then I think she's got it. Gemma getting strapped in. Are we going to see the first woman to pull this? 230 kilos from Gemma. Not today. Not today. Well done.
And there's your official whistle.
That was solid from Gemma.
Yeah. I don't know, was it quick enough to take the lead? I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. Let's find out. She got 3 bars, but did she beat Aneta's time? She did not. She was 2 seconds slower than Annetta. So Annetta still takes the lead with 3 bars at 32.35 seconds. Gemma Ferguson in second place for this event. We are on to our final pairing now. We have Sandra Sunny Bradley and Donna Moore. This is going to be good.
Yeah, 2 total legends of strongwomen. Both been around for years and have done amazing things for the sport. So if anyone's going to finish it, it's probably going to be one of these 2, even going into the event.
I mean, Sandra is a phenomenal deadlifter. So is Donna Moore. I've got goosebumps. I am excited. Come on, ladies. We want to see it, don't we, Terry?
Definitely want to see it.
We want to see all those bars. Here they go. They're off.
Both going without straps.
Easy. Not even got straps as a backup.
No.
They're not even bothered.
They must be confident, both of them.
Come on.
Easy work there from Sandra.
Sandra's on the last bar. Donna is on the last bar. Oh,
Wow.
my goodness. What?
Made it look easy.
Oh, Sandra. That was amazing.
Incredible from both of them there. Yeah, I mean, you're talking about 2 absolutely world-class athletes in these 2, and that was amazing to see.
That is the best of the best in the under 82 category right there.
Basically a 500-pound deadlift on the end of a medley, which is really tough to do. And, yeah, so impressive.
And after that sandbag, and day 2 of events, wow, incredible. 17.77. All 4 bars for Sandra Bradley. Wow.
I don't even think I could beat that.
That was wild. Okay, we're going to go over to Radzi for an interview with the winner, Sandra. Over to Radzi.
And here she is here. What a performance that was. Fought between you and Donna. There was not much in it, but you just snuck it at the end.
Yes. We're both great deadlifters, so I knew this was going to be a really, really tight race, so I just gave it my all. And it was enough.
When it's close and you know you don't have long to set up, what goes through your head?
It's best just get it, just pull and don't give up.
And a question I asked to all the ladies so far is, how hard is it lifting that final weight with the pre-fatigue, with the 3 previous lifts?
Very, very. So you really can't compare it to a gym lift or to my 1 rep max, because it's something completely different if you already have done 3 events and it's a long day. So it's a completely different ballgame.
And even stepping over the bar, do you lose coordination as well? Because to go from drop, step over and go again.
Exactly, and you need to be very, very safe and secure in your technique, because you don't have a lot of time to set up like in a powerlifting meet. So you just have to grab it and rip it.
It was a phenomenal performance. Give it up for Sandra Bradley.
4.5 points behind is Donna Moore, the world's strongest woman winner. And she's always dangerous with 2 events to go. So Sandra hasn't got this all her own way yet. And then Brskova down on 30.5 points. 5 points back from Donna Moore, and then quite a big gap down to 4th. So it's starting to look like we're eyeballing our podium there, but will they stay the same? Fairly happy to be here.
2 young women, 29 and 32.
As Hope Christie of Scotland, also with a big smile on her face. I wonder how much smiling is going to go on once they lift these bad boys up.
These 2 competed against each other in OSG in Worlds last year and came about the same on the field there.
You can't teach that gaffering. Look at that. That's
That
a
is
perfect amount of
gaffer.
gaffer on either side. Oh! He's nailed that one, Sadler. But sadly, Hope Christie goes down and didn't manage to get it into her hands and fingers like the others did. Remember, this is a little bit heavier, 120 kilos, as Jade Hoare moves towards
and
the
she found
end line.
a good grip, and now the turn. The athletes have been saying that after the turn, everything...
Oh, my goodness.
Good job.
Oh, goodness me. Thank goodness she didn't twist her ankle and go under there. Fast feet to get away from it. And I think that's a pretty good result, really. Nearly 20 meters.
I have a new product idea for Cerberus and the other companies, like steel toe shoes for athletes.
That works. That works.
I would have had steel toe shoes
full
on
set
for
of
this.
chainmail, perhaps, or whatever we can get from your castle, Lord Greybeard.
Oh, yeah. Find it under a stone. Colin, why did Darren need to gaffer use duct tape on the shields.
Well, it's because they had to put a little extra lead shot in there, and to guarantee that the door was bulletproof shut, they just added an exact amount of grams of gaffer to each side, and I believe it's within 0.0001 of a gram. If calibrated gaffer tape, how about that?
Well, Darren is so strict about stuff that he might actually have calculated in the duct tape, the gaffer tape.
Listen, gaffer has saved many a strongman contest. I remember Mohegan Sun one year, gaffering together an Atlas Stone. Terry's sitting just next to us smiling at that one. He remembers that one. That was Yoko Aholo, who was helping with equipment that day, who saved us for that idea. We thought there was no way can you gaffer us an Atlas Stone together. But we did.
Our next two athletes.
Sounds like something you could do, Bryce.
It's a Brycey event, that's for sure, yes.
Representing England, Rebecca Morgan.
There we are, looking very happy, our next pair.
Also representing England.
Well, maybe a little more pensive, the second of the two, and it is Rebecca Wergen against Jess Tate, an all-England affair.
Good pick by Tate.
18.86 meters are distance to beat. Wow, Rebecca Wergen. She's been shot out of a gun.
See what happens after the turn. Handles it.
Don't go too fast.
Nice. That is a really good run.
And she's chosen to wear those Vibram shoes, is it? I mean, there's like zero protection, but they...
Well, I don't think any protection other than steel toe shoes would have helped. Come on, Becca. Come on, Becca. Come on. Yes, the finish solution. Oh. Nice. Leg gave up under her.
Dr. Frampton checking if she's okay.
Smiling just as much as when she walked onto the arena. I talked to Kiki backstage after her run. She said she saw birds and Bambi floating around the arena, so she had to put it down. Oh, she's shaking.
Wow, that's really taken it out of her. It's, obviously, it's a zone she's been in a few times before, or she wouldn't be comfortably smiling.
It is 120 kilos weighing down on them.
82 kilos themselves, so it's 50% above body weight. That's about, how much is that for you, Lord Greybeard?
It's about my body weight, slightly under, actually. Why do you bring that up on the live stream? Colin Bryce, come on.
It would be like you carrying 120 plus 50%.
Like,
do the math, baby.
Imagine these girls picking up a man my size or your size and then carry us back and forth. It is. Try that at home, guys.
Obviously, with my chisel physique, it'd be easier.
Oh, yeah, of course. Better grip, better grip.
Rebecca Wergen, our new leader, and she's done 40.95 meters, over 40 meters. Really impressive there for Wergen of England. And we move on. Emma Grunnell of England against Alexandra Alexa, also of England. Now, who's going to get the pick up first? It's Alexa. There's no benefit in being first, of course. It is a bit naughty, though, and it's frowned upon if you wait too long to see how the other does. It's the kind of trick Terry Hollands would have pulled back in the day.
But see. Alexandra has to let it down into her fingers a little bit earlier than Emma.
This isn't going to go on much longer, I don't think, for Alexa.
Well, if she's stubborn enough. She's British, you know. And she probably wouldn't complain afterwards either.
What does that mean, Lord Greybeard?
That you guys are stubborn.
Okay, I guess that's
look
exactly
at them.
what it meant.
Look at them.
Very impressive, Emma Grunnell.
Yeah, and favoring one leg so that she can actually take longer strides. I like it.
But also creates more friction down the shield.
Yeah. I think she's got a good solution there. And look at that war face. Come on.
That is a war face.
Come on, Emma. Every meter counts.
That's really impressive. Almost 10 meters with this shuffle technique as it slips further down the arms. Catches it again.
No. It's a good run. Good grind.
Professor Frampton in there, just making sure she's okay. I think you did it. Make sure she's okay.
As long as you don't call him a nutritionist, it's okay. You can give him whatever title you want. He's not a rocket scientist, but he might be a doctor.
Sometimes I just sit and read him. You know, he's quite the man, does Rob. Quite the body art. And There we are. Big Ben in charge of our measurements there. No one can wind up a measuring tape quite as quickly as him. World class at it. As our shield carries come back.
Seeing the athletes off screen here, coming off camera, coming off the arena. It's like seeing like a
wounded warriors returning to the battlefield.
I was about to say you and me at the old folks' home in a couple of years, but
yes, it's definitely the short shuffle steps as they come off. Our next duo then, we will move on, and it will be Ferguson against Brajkova. Again, both from England.
England's strongest woman this year.
There's a hint of that about the under 82s, actually. There's a lot of English there, isn't there? More than any other category, actually.
The sport is really growing over here. You got competitions almost every weekend, and that's a good thing for the athletes. Look at Gemma.
But of course, it's Sandra Bradley of Germany who leads the pile in the 82s.
Do not stress, do not stress. Come on, come on.
Gemma Ferguson's really charging at this. That's good. Oh my goodness me.
Careful.
Don't need it too high.
Nope.
It does you no favors, I think, in this shield carry. And actually the T-shirts are so slippy, the friction you're going to get off your neoprene shorts is almost certainly...
With that weight, I don't think anything other than a grip shirt would help you anyway, so this is good.
Anything that lightens load a couple of kilos makes a difference, surely. Shkova on the far side behind. Both are in the fingertip grip.
Yeah, and it's the audience loves it, the athletes don't. Oh, come on. Current England's strongest woman.
England's strongest woman, Aneta
Keeps
Brajkova.
strolling away.
And finally goes down, watch your toes. Oof, did you get out of the way? She did, thank goodness. That would have smarted in the morning.
I like this event.
Well,
or at least I like watching it.
Yes, exactly. I was going to say.
Please don't put me out there, but.
So, our next duo come out. We can see Donna Moore and Sandra Bradley. There's, of course, Nicola Buchan, our superstar commentator, just having a chat with the athletes backstage. But what's going to happen with this pair? Who do you fancy here, Donna Moore or Sandra Bradley, in terms of victory in the shield carry?
It's an impossible question. This is one of the events where a lot of muscle mass might not be to your advantage.
We've seen it. Are you suggesting Donna Moore might struggle because he's probably carrying more upper body musculature anyway?
It's like with Husafel. You see the lighter athletes actually doing really well, while the big muscly guys not doing as well. So
I tell you who was bad at this, Mariusz Pudzianowski.
Yeah, with a lot of muscle.
He was loads of muscles. He was amazing, wasn't he? 120 meters, I remember once doing.
Yeah, but you were there, but like.
Mariusz, I do know what you're saying.
He's a different animal. He's a different animal.
There's something about sometimes you see quite a smooth athlete who just has power in the hips who can do this kind of thing, like a Torvi Olofsson. There we are. How's that?
Yeah, but also like athlete or woman like Jenny Todd, I thought would do great at this, being slim and long legs.
Did well.
These two, they are seasoned and they have a lot of muscles, a lot of arms.
It's who wants it the most. It's
a
million different things. Pain, bravery. We're on the
easy
way
pick
here.
for both of them.
And Sandra Bradley certainly wants it a whole lot. She picks it up and goes. She's not worried about Donna Moore and what she's doing. She's just going to get the job done. But Donna, on her shoulder here. 20-meter mark comes and goes. Magnus Fair Magnussen's mane just in shot there as he raises his hand. He's happy. Rebecca Morgan's 40.95 is what they're hunting down. Sandra Bradley's really going for this. She wants to make no mistakes. Oh, goes short of the line. Throws Donna Moore a lifeline
come on,
here.
Donna. Now she knows.
Can she take advantage?
Oh, she probably will. She's seasoned. She knows what she's doing. But can she make the turn? That's the big question. Is it possible to turn?
She's changing.
Come on. She goes for the win.
40.95 meters comes and goes. Donna Moore surely has taken the win. And 2 points the difference there between Bradley and Moore, and it's just a couple of meters was all it was, and Bradley, I felt, had more in her. She maybe just went a little too fast,
Yes.
overstrode at the end and stumbled and went down. Wow. 39.73 for Zandra Bradley. Puts her into third. That little 2-point swing there is going to be fascinating when we look at the overall scores.
Got to
Lord
make the
Fabian.
power stairs even more exciting in this category as well, as will happen with the last category.
42.76 is the final and official length for Donna Moore. Two and a half points is what I'm being told is the gap.
This is going to be a great...
Our maths expert who's counting on fingers and toes. And we're going to have a little chat now with Donna Moore, the winner of that. She's just about caught her breath.
Donna, that
Over
was
to me.
amazing. How was that for you?
It was really horrible. It was really horrible.
That looked brutal. I mean, I know how hard these events are, and it was your hands that got you to the end. What was going through your head at the time?
Well, it slipped when it got down there, so I had no choice but to bicep carry that basically in my wrist.
Well, I thought that was absolutely incredible. I think we can all agree here. Well done, Donna Moore, winner of our shield carry. Round of applause for Donna Moore.
Rachel Greathead had a phenomenal shield carry and has suddenly put herself back in the mix, so you never know. That's the women's under 73s. As for the under 82s, Zandra Bradley, Donna Moore, what a battle. Donna Moore having a bit of a comeback in the fifth event, the shield carry. The English woman who is one of the most decorated women in all of Strongman's history. And Sandra Bradley, 2.5 points ahead. That's all it is, but she's undoubtedly reached a zenith in her career. She's flying at the moment. And Donna Moore is really up against it if she's going to win this European title. As for Aneta Brashkova, well, she's almost concrete. And great sportsmanship, of course.
And he started, of course, the question with, unfortunately, there's a comeback.
I know, he's such an old ham radzi, isn't he? Typical. There we are, no, it's good stuff. Good stuff. He went to the school of X Factor.
All right, we are loaded and ready.
So we move on, my lord. And next out, 82 kilos. Women's 82s at Zandra Bradley's class. And our first two, if I didn't have pizza sauce all over my glasses, is Jade Hoare up against Jess Tate.
Hope Christie.
Hope Christie. Polish those glasses again. Jade Hoare on the left-hand side for Ireland. Hope Christie of Scotland on the right. And the Irish woman looking really quick there. Hope Christie's going to have to work hard to keep with her here.
And we have increased the weights also. They're doing 120, 130, 130, and 150 kilos. That's a big jump.
That is a big jump, isn't it? That's a lot of work when you add it all up.
Oh, yeah. It's a really fun event.
What's the difference in total weight? I'll leave that one with you for the afternoon.
Are you forcing me to do maths? Come on.
Ooh, exhaustion kicking in there.
And then multiply that with 4 reps. Lean back, lean back.
Hope Christie, one step ahead.
Yes, perfect grip. You see what she did there? She did the correct grip, but you have to lean back.
There's not much you can do when you've maxed out with the curly grip and the straight legs, unless you can sort of transplant some trap muscle onto yourself.
Yeah, but she knew what to do, and that's the point. It is good.
Tried her best, and certainly did very well. That's 7 steps then for Christie, setting the benchmark. Hoare of Ireland there, just 6 steps, having had the lead early on. On with the next 2, and this time it will be Tate, Jess Tate, on the left-hand side, shorter of the 2 athletes, so be out against Emma Grunnell. And when we get to the real business end in a moment or two, we have a few pairs before then. It'll be Zandra Bradley up against Donna Moore with some 2.5 points separating them. Not a lot.
Tate from Yorkshire and Emma from Cumbria.
A Yorkshire lass up against a Cumbrian, and Grunnell, very powerful and tall. Oof, looks commanding there on that 120.
Really good. And I like the way she steps up and puts it in instead of pushing.
Absolutely, nothing wrong with that. Takes a little more energy perhaps, but it's much cleaner and easier. And again, there we go.
Makes it easier on the judge. You don't have to wonder. Just keep going. It's tiring a little bit. Still making good work.
And again, a nice clean lift on and 150 kilos.
Let's see if this is possible. This is a taller implement. Oh, it's going to be hard. 15 seconds left.
330 pounds if you've joined us in the US. And
Freedom units.
Emma Grun will get this up. 130 kilos, so about 285 for Jess Tate. And no, stop there. So 9 steps it is for Grummel.
And the timer, of course, ladies and gentlemen, that we are putting on the screen is unofficial. The ref on the floor has the correct minute.
The overall
seconds.
time, yeah. Basically, our producer is also our sound guy, who's also doing graphics. If he had 7 arms,
we would have him do more.
We'd have him do more.
Yeah, of course we would.
He never does enough, does he?
Yeah,
so
but
lazy.
Everything he does turns to gold, so it's okay.
He's only known by 3 letters. Nev is his name.
And you've seen the hashtag during this weekend's broadcast. If you have complaints, don't ask Nev is the hashtag.
Don't ask Nev.
But we appreciate feedback, but praise is a lot better to get as well than
Yes.
than
If you want to get in touch with me, I'm at Nev at
Nev at officialstrongman.com. It's the email of Colin Bryce.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, and everybody in between. We are taking a piss at Nev.
So
Worgan,
yes, on the far side.
And Ferguson.
He's up against Ferguson. Morgan is just having a hoot out there, isn't she? 2 English women then. Let's see how they get on. Morgan, good deadlifter, taller than Ferguson. Probably put her in good stead. I know I'm banging on about height all the time here, but it does make a difference.
Synchronized power stairs up until this moment.
Maybe not that much difference. Gemma Ferguson looking really strong on the first 120 kilos. This is 130, 285 pounds.
Freedom units. Good. Becca has been in a fantastic mood all weekend. Her smile is contagious. Amazing haircut. And let's see if she can do something with the 150 implement. An inch short.
Rebecca Morgan, has she got what it takes to get the 150 up? No, crikey, it's a big old jump, isn't it, to the 150? Ooh, that's going to smart in the morning. That weight just clipped the side of her foot, Ferguson, and it might not hurt right this second. It will do later, I'm sure.
With that last implement coming into the equation now, I think we can actually see some tactics in power stairs, which would be one of the first times. If there's someone
Go on, explain.
Who think they can do the 150, it seems like that's going to be the bottleneck for a lot of athletes. So if you can pace yourself correctly and not overdo your exertion on the first 3 and then get a rep or 2 on the 150.
You are indeed wise in the ways of power stairs, Lord Greybeard.
We haven't seen much tactics in power stairs over the years, so it'll be one of the first.
Power stairs tactics. Go!
Yeah. Workshop tomorrow morning at 1 p.m. upstairs.
Remember to breathe.
Yeah.
That's
one of the most stupid sayings. Breathe.
Breathe. Yeah, that's If you have your coach shouting, breathe.
Then you had nothing else to say. Breathe, Alexandra Alexa.
Alexa. Aneta Bruskova. The All England clash.
Swindon. Brazakova. Let's see.
120 kilograms is implement number 1. 3 steps, 42 centimeters apiece.
120 kilos going up really easy for both athletes.
Let's it down to our second implement, 130 kilos.
Why is Alexandra struggling with 130?
I don't know, but Bruskova doing a bit better, that's for sure. Back down for the next 130, and I think it's a little bit of a height thing.
Might be using she's using mountain shoes or shoes with a thicker sole than you would go to town with, so it might actually be a height thing, even though she looks like she's regular height. Well, Anita actually did the 150.
That is very impressive, and
that's going to make a huge difference.
A lot of points as well.
That rep is giving you a lot of points.
Very impressive there.
Good for
Bruskova.
her.
Our new leader.
Aneta Brazakova.
Aneta Bruskova and Alexandra Alexa. A lot of letter A's there. Just
very beautiful name.
I can't help but point that out. 9 between them. I couldn't help but count. 46.33. 46.33. 10 steps. And that is the new leader, currently in first place. Donna Moore, Sandra Bradley coming out, holding hands. It's all buddy-buddy. It won't be in a minute.
It won't be in a minute, I promise you that.
Pretending to be friends now. Don.
Well,
the shock look comes over her face at the last second. Here we
if
go.
anybody has been wondering if Don was losing her fire, I talked to her backstage, and she is definitely not. She is having a blast out here this weekend.
And she's having a bit of a comeback day. It was huge for her. The shield carry. Bradley charged off in the lead, but Donna Moore did a Donna Moore-esque. Woo! Little smelling salts. That's half the reason you do weightlifting, just to have some of those.
Oh, yeah.
All good fun.
Sparkly girls, let's see.
Here we go then, and it is possible. Donna
Game
Moore,
on!
If she does an incredible set here, she could beat Sandra Bradley and win the European title, but this is very much down to Bradley. It's in her hands. She has the lead. And as long as she stays close with Donna Moore, she will be the European champion. Moore attacking, though. If Sandra can get one step up, she will be the European champion. Can she? Oh my goodness me.
Can any
she
of them?
needs that first one.
And she is going to get it. Will Donna.
It's a big jump from the 130 to the 150. Sandra's not just going to do this, she's going to do it in style. Can she do the last one?
Come on,
16 seconds to go. Sandra Bradley. Whether she does it or not, she will be Europe's strongest woman, and she will win this event as well. It'll be a great finish to what has been a terrific competition. She realizes she is Europe's strongest woman for the under 82 kilo class, and what a person to have to beat. What a gatekeeper to the prize. Donna Moore, 3 times world's strongest woman, but Donna, as you said, it seems to be more than ever happily enjoying this. She's up for the fight, but she can take it on the chin if she loses, and she was beaten by a better woman on the day, someone who's in the absolute prime of her form, and someone who's been fighting for this kind of moment for a long time.
Imagine having to face Donna Moore on her home ground, home court.
So, well, as Moore and Bradley walk off, I think Radzie's going to try and grab Sandra and have a word with our Europe's strongest woman for the under 82 kilos.
Well, Sunny Bradley has just said what's happening, and the answer is you are Europe's strongest woman over 82 kilograms with a dominant performance, winning it in the end by 3 points. How are you feeling?
Unbelievable. I'm speechless because it's been such a long time competing, and I love all of my friends, and this is why I started Strongman, is because of the community. And this competition has been so much fun. Again, everybody's been so nice. And I've been able to do it with Donna, and it's been just the most amazing time. Thank you so much to everyone and cheering, and it's unbelievable.
Great words there. Could we talk about what it means to you? Because when it comes to the training, the injuries, the diet, everything, the sacrifice, what does it mean to you?
Everything. I've put everything in for the past 10 years and given it all to the sport, and it pays off. It's never been easy, but challenge yourself. Give yourself, dare to challenge yourself, but give yourself some time to rest between. Take your time. Don't try to rush it. If it's not happening now, it will happen later, and even if it takes 10 years.
It's taken 10 years, and what a way to mark the 10 years. Final question, how are you going to celebrate?
With my friends, and grab some great food, and just hug everybody and celebrate it together.
So there could be hugs coming around in abundance, so here comes the warning. Sani, what a performance. Give it up for Europe's strongest woman, over 80 kilograms.
It is the women's under 82, Zandra Bradley on top of the pile, beating Donna Moore, the legend, into second, and Aneta Brashkova is in third on 44.5 points.